Hey guys, so today I wanted to show you my silver fox rabbits, and this is Thorn, and he's got a harness on, so I need to take that off. The harness is kind of new to them. I just introduced it today, so I think it's going well though. He's just got a really big head. Here we go. So silver foxes are a heritage breed of rabbit, and Thorn is my nicest silver fox. What noise are you making? You're making weird noises. So what makes a silver fox is they are a meat breed of rabbit, which means that they're really thick, really meaty, really blocky, I guess you should say. What makes silver foxes really unique is their coat, actually. A lot of rabbits, when you brush their fur forward, it rolls back, like right back, so it looks like that. But when you brush a silver fox's fur forward, it sticks up. And it's supposed to do that. So they have kind of like, it's called stand-up fur. They are really good for pelts and stuff like that too. But I'm sorry we're talking about that right in front of you. That's so mean of me. So silver foxes are characterized by their stand-up fur and their silver ticking throughout the fur. They're also characterized by their really sweet, laid-back disposition, and I've really noticed this honestly with them. So they're just really good, and I love that they're a heritage breed. So I'm really excited and blessed to have these types of rabbits. So he's a really big dude, and he came from Michigan, from a really nice lady. I've already bred him to one of my does. So I won't be getting that particular doe out today because she's kind of moody now since I bred her. So if I can get him to pose, I'll show you what a silver fox is supposed to look like when they pose. But basically, you just tuck their hind legs in, so their feet, hopefully I'm doing it right on that side as well. So their back feet are right in line with their hindquarters, and then their front feet are right under their eye. So, and he's making snorting noises while I do this. But that is what a posed silver fox should look like. And he's actually pretty good at it. And I mean, I guess I wouldn't expect anything less, but he's definitely going to be a great herd buck starter for us. Get back here. Oh, you are not chewing on any cords. So that is Thorn, and I'll go get another one and show you guys. So this little guy, he is my younger buck, and his name is Cole. He's just really super sweet, and I can just basically do anything with him. And he's a really nice buck. Hey, very sweet, and I can do just basically anything with him, and I love that. So Cole, he's just another basic black silver fox. And the last that I'm going to show you out here is Bella Bun. Her name's just Bella, but I call her Bella Bun. And she is a really cute little silver fox, but I can't really figure her out because the breeder that I got her from says she's purebred, but she hardly has any silver ticking. And she's got a pedigree and everything, but she's really not developed hardly any silvering, and maybe that's just her. She's got really nice stand-up fur though, but she's on the smaller side. But she's so cute, and she's my funnest rabbit. Like, if I take her out and I put her on the ground, she's just very excited about life, and she loves to run around the yard. So when I was a kid, I think I was maybe 10 or 11 years old, my mom and dad brought home an Easter bunny for my brother and I. She was pregnant and she had babies, and they were mini lops. She had them in our garage. My dad built an outdoor hutch for them, and it was just really a fun experience for my brother and I. And so basically what ended up happening is we sold most of them, but my brother and I both got to keep a baby. and I named mine Cottonwood, and I entered 4-H with him. Didn't have a pedigree or anything like that. He was just, you know, mixed breed mini lop, and but I showed him because I just thought that would be really fun to show my bunny. I actually ended up getting Dutch rabbits, and I got way into Dutch rabbits when I was a kid, all the way until I turned 18. When I went to college, I had to sell them, but I loved my Dutch rabbits, and they were just such a joy to have. Just the idea of like taking care of those animals, it's just like, it's what I was made to do. I mean, I love it so much. But yeah, I went to college and after I got rid of them, and it's been 10 years since I've had rabbits. So this last year, I told my husband, we have our own house, we have our own backyard, I'm gonna get some more rabbits because I miss them. And I did. I got some champagnes and some harlequins, but long story short, they ended up not working. And the moral of the story is you should always, always, always quarantine your rabbits when you get them. Because if you're bringing in a whole bunch of rabbits from different breeders, it's just not gonna work if you just don't quarantine them at first, because they can be sick and you wouldn't even know it. And that's what happened. So it was not a good situation. So I was really, really mad at myself. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise, because once I got rid of all the champagnes and the harlequins and everything, I ended up really getting into silver foxes just by like the research that I was doing and everything like that. And one of my favorite YouTube channels, Open Gate Homestead, she got silver foxes, and when I saw her video introducing her silver foxes, I was just like, I'm sold. I have to get silver foxes. So I found a whole bunch of breeders, went to a whole bunch of rabbit shows, and finally found my first pair of silver foxes. And I brought them home, and a couple weeks went by, and I was just taking care of them and everything, and I just fell in love with this breed. Like, they are so sweet and docile, and I just love that you can just basically do anything with them. They're very, very sweet, and apparently they're really, really good mothers too. And I haven't experienced that yet because we haven't had a litter yet, because we're just kind of taking things slow at the moment. So the reason that we got started doing the rabbits in the first place is because I think that one of my like lifelong loves is to homestead, because that is kind of how I grew up, on a farm with a bunch of animals, and just we never didn't have an animal. There was always an animal. Cats, dogs, rabbits, horses, goats, you name it. There was everything, and I loved that about growing up, and I just needed to get back to that after being in college and being in town for so long. And I mean, we're still in town, but we have a decent sized backyard. We got these guys, and we wanted a meat breed because we wanted to be more self-sustainable. I want to eventually get back into showing, definitely breeding a lot, and just having fun with them because they're such a fun animal. And yes, they're very cute, but if you can get past the cuteness factor and look at them as a meat animal, they can produce so much meat throughout the year. I think I read something about how they can produce more meat in a year than one cow can, which is insane. And Jameson and I can do that in our backyard on under half of an acre, which is a dream come true, honestly. So the main goal is to raise bunnies that are happy and healthy, and I know that they've lived a really, really good life. And that is the best source of meat for me, just knowing where they came from, because you never know what you're buying at the grocery store anymore. So, and honestly, it's a really nice little spoiled life. They get treats all the time, they get supplements, they get lots of stuff, and they're very, very spoiled. This is Miss Hollyhock, and she is in a really bad mood today, and I'm not really sure why. But she just kind of started getting in a bad mood after I bred her last week, so I'm thinking it has something to do with pregnancy hormones, but she's just cute. I don't know, guys. I think she's pregnant. So typically they also have these nest boxes that I let them use because it's winter out, but we've honestly had a really mild winter this year. But that kind that I made for them, but it basically opens up like that. But it's just basically a cold weather box. And they also usually have hay in there, but I haven't gotten to that part yet, so I'm gonna do that with you guys. So there's Holly, and then she lives next to Cole. There's Miss Bellabun, always waiting for me at the front door. She loves to be pet. And then down on the bottom row we have Thorn here. So just so you guys are clear, Hollyhock, the little bun loaf right there, was just recently bred to Thorn, this goofball. Hey, yes, you are getting fed here in just a sec. But you guys might have noticed that I have little like metal dividers up in their cages. And that is because if the bucks see the does, they tend to spray pee everywhere. So I decided to put dividers up around the bucks' cages so we don't have a nasty mess on our hands. And I think that it is working, so yay. So each of my rabbits usually gets a half a cup in the morning and a half a cup at night of pellets. There you go, girl. So everybody is super happy now because they all have hay and food. Look at that. What do you think, Bellabun? You happy now? Dusty? So I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess it's kind of a vlog, seeing my rabbits and my setup and some of the things that I do for them to care for them and just learning about them. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and you'll be hearing more from me soon. There's lots going on this year for us, so keep watching.